What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be talking about how I made a little bit over $50,000 today trading the NASDAQ. I took a total of 3 trades. I'm going to be going over all of them and I'm going to explain exactly why I took each and every single one of them. For those of you guys that don't know who I am, my name is Ivan. I like to trade the NASDAQ, and I have also made my bootcamp that shows you entirely how I trade, and it's posted here on YouTube. So all of you can go and watch, and you guys could have taken the same exact trades as me today. So I just wanted to let you guys know that. If you want to watch it, there is a playlist right up there, and you guys are more than welcome to go and check that out after this video. So right now we're going to be recapping today. As you guys can see, here I made 2.3K, here I made 2.1K, this is about $4,000, this is $20,000, this is $24,000 right here, plus you add the rest of this up and it totals out to just a little bit over $50,000, just about $51,000. So we're going to be going over how I got this P&L today, how I was able to win on every single trade today, and yeah, without further ado, let's get into it. So the first thing that I want to point out is how the sessions moved overnight, right? This is obviously how we get our bias. If we take a look at Asia session, this is where Asia session opened at, this is where Asia session closed at. We can see that Asia moved up 32 points. Now on the other side, we can see that London had moved down 80 points. So we had taken out Asia high, we have not yet taken out London high, and we still have London low and Asia low as valid targets. So when we're taking a look at the NASDAQ here, where is it going to go? Naturally, if you've been watching my videos, you know exactly what you need to do here, and you need to start working from the bottom. You need to figure out, is this really going to be the top, or are the targets even higher? In order to do this, we're going to go onto the 15-second time frame. On the 15-second time frame, you guys are going to be able to see a lot more. A lot of people don't like it, which I don't know why, right? It works. It makes me a lot of money. So we take a look at this 15 second, and on this 15 second, you can see that we can now draw out this OTE range. We can take it from this low, which is the lowest point that we have. This is London low, and we can take it up to this high. This is going to give me -4 right up here, which is where the market delivers to. -4 actually lines up with this dotted line. And if you don't know what it is, that dotted line is true day open. So -4 true day open, now you know we have to come up here. And when we do, that's exactly where market rejects. So now we understand, okay, the market is now selling off. So there is potential for us to just go straight for London low, right? Let's try and find some targets. So the first thing that I do here is I take a look at what we've got at the top. At the top, I'm able to take this high down to this low. Now, unfortunately, this ends up getting run through. Right? This is not valid for me to take some kind of longs. So instead, what I have to do is I have to take this range. Why am I taking this range? Well, this is the newest highest point that we've got. This took out the previous high, and I'm able to take this from this high down to this low. Okay? This is now giving me my targets. This is telling me where the market is going to go to, and this is where I end up taking my trade. Right off of -4 here at 230.75. If we take a look, 230.75, and we fib this, that low is 230.75 anchored. So this is a perfect bottom tick. Now, why did I like this? Take a look at ES here on the right side of the screen. We can see that it put in an SMT at this exact moment. So we swept this low, we put in an SMT. Immediately after putting in that SMT, I'm going to go on to the 1 minute and show you. This is where I ended up getting in. I got in on the open of the next candle after we held. Now, immediately the market ended up ripping up. And this is similar to what we had yesterday. I thought we were going to get these 50 points. True day open. This is awesome, right? Immediately it goes up. I go break even because I'm like, okay, if I'm right, this thing has to go. There's no reason for the market to ever come back down here. We rebalance this range. There's just no reason. And if it does that, then it's going to go even lower. So unfortunately, you know, it has some fight, but then it ends up coming back down. And remember what I said, if it hits our entry again, it's probably going to go lower. And here it does. There you go. It actually ended up wicking and making a new low. Now, unfortunately, we now have a data high and we now have a data low. Both of these are valid targets that need to be hit. Okay, this is what it looks like on the 1 minute, but I'm going to go back onto the 15-second. I hope you guys are understanding how crucial the 15-second is now. It really tells you everything. So what I would like to see is, because now I understand we are bearish, I would like to see the market take out the high first and then take out the low, right? So because we have a lot of volume here on this 1 minute candle in relevance to every other candle. So on the 1 minute, this is the candle that just happened. This is that wick. That's the amount of volume in there. Every other candle before that doesn't even come close. Candles that have a lot of volume formed around them are going to be very the highs and lows of the candles that have a lot of volume are going to act like data highs and data lows. And if you don't know what that means, it's essentially like a news high or a news low. Market is going to be looking to go there and take that liquidity and then go to the other side. It's kind of like ping pong. So because I want this thing to go down overall, I'd rather want it to come up and then go down. This looks a lot better to me than, if I was bullish, on the other hand, I would want it to come down, take out this low, and then go the other way. But because I'm bearish, I want it to take out the high first. So now we're taking a look at this, and you can see that it immediately takes out the high. This is where I end up getting into shorts. I get a very late entry, but it is what it is. I enter with my 50-tick stop loss, and I was targeting Asia lows. Again, perfect setup here. We got a 1 to 4, 50 points straight to Asia lows. Let's get it, right? I had my take profit set 1 point below Asia low, and we literally made equal lows at Asia low. So I'm thinking, okay, this is bullshit. This is actually bullshit, and we have to come back here and we have to take out this low. So unfortunately, I end up getting stopped out in profit. Mind you, I'm already up $15,000 here. It doesn't make any sense. This is where I get really mad. On the 15-second, this is where we're just waiting at this point. I'm pissed, okay? I'm not up on the day. I just watch this thing just do that. All right. From this moment on, it starts going up. Where is it going up to? I'm taking the lowest point that we've got from here all the way up to here. We have our -4. Our -4 is sitting at 250.50. We reject it. There you go. And this is what I take. There we go. And this was the trade. So when we came into the day, we were trying to figure out, is this really the top? Okay. And the reason that I really like these longs, even though we rejected off of -4, I will bring this up because somebody's probably wondering, somebody always is because down here we had this manipulation, which gave me -2.5 right above at 89. It just so happened to miss here. If this hit as well, this would have been crazy. But it is what it is at the end of the day. So we came into the day seeing if this was the top. We tried a long. I ended up getting break even here. Then I ended up taking this short. And this realistically was a win. If you TP'd at, London low or, a point above Asia low. This is just a very specific scenario. This doesn't usually happen. I haven't seen this happen more than 5-10 times in my entire life. And I've been trading for 6 years. Equal lows or equal highs at a session liquidity is kind of nuts. But it is what it is. At the end of the day, I adapted. I was able to find my next setup, and I was able to bank on it. And I made more money on that setup. I made 3 times more money on this setup than I would have on this setup. So it is what it is. I'm happy with how the day went. Obviously, I'm really happy with how the day went. Everybody in the Discord server, just take a look. I want you to see this. My first ever 100-point trade, all 3 fibs lined up. That's fire. They want a recap. This is the recap. 50 bands on the day, that's me. On second, fresh eval. This guy just joined. Stelios, I got break even to the tick. That sucks. This is me. 50 bands on the day. Nice little 1 to 2. And this is all from today. So that's that. Payouts channel. First ever payout ever. Thank you, God, for everything. And thank you, Ivan, for being a great teacher. There we go. From Apex. That's today, April 29th. Beautiful day. No complaints. If you guys have any questions, feel free to comment them down below. If you guys want to check out my YouTube bootcamp, it's posted right up there. Other than that, I appreciate you guys watching the video, and I'll see you all in the next one. Peace out.